So one of my favorite things to do with a sprayer is to blend colors. So I'm going to show you one of the different techniques that I use to blend colors together. So like this right here is going to go from a yellow to an orangish color. And you can kind of see this gradual oranges, sort of like this red tomato sort of orangish color. I do this on a lot of my murals with all these different sort of colors and hues and values, and it really makes for a bright, bold background that I use on a lot of my murals. So a lot of my murals I start out doing just this with a ton of different colors. So I'm going to show you, like I said, how to do it with a certain technique, and it's just going to be one of many techniques that I use. But the thing is, with the sprayer, when you're changing colors, usually they tell you to prime it by throwing in water to flush out the old color, but rather I take that suction tube from the sprayer that sort of takes in the paint and go directly to that next color. You have to do it really fast so that you don't get air into that suction tube, because then you'll have to sort of prime the sprayer again. So go directly into that next color and then continue to spray. When you continue to spray, you'll start to see that transition. You'll have about 5 seconds of that old color, and then you'll have like another 5 to 10 seconds of that in-between color as the new paint starts to flush out the old paint and mix together. And then you'll start to gradually see a lot of that new paint come in. So like this right here is going from like this magenta red to this purple color, and it'll sort of stay in this transition as the new paint starts to flush out the old paint, and then after a while you'll just get the new paint. But it takes a little bit of time depending on the amount or the length of hose, because the length of hose determines how much paint is still in that hose. So the shorter the hose, the quicker it goes. The longer the hose, the more you have to flush it out. But I like that in-between period, so the longer the better. And if you want to sort of get like a softer fade, usually I'll add some water in there as well. But this is a very simple technique that I use all the time, from going from something like a red to something like a teal color, which is what this is going to be in the end. You get this in-between sort of stage where it's like you can play with it a little bit and sort of go in and out of the initial area that you were painting, and then sort of flow into that next area that you want to cover with that new color. So hopefully this will help you out when you're using a sprayer and you're trying to figure out how to hack it a little bit to get a blend. This is just one of many techniques that I use when it comes to blending and using a lot of color with the sprayer. And the sprayer that I'm using is a Graco Project Painter Plus. I think I just did a video on it, so you can kind of check that video out. But I like it because it's really easy to use, and it's really easy to change the colors going from one to the next. So hopefully, like I said, this helped you out when it comes to learning about new techniques and new ideas when it comes to using colors and sprayers. All right, peace.